What's good? What's good? What's good in the hood? And welcome back to the second installment of the Good in the Good in the Hood interviews. This week we're interviewing Waist Bees by Bula. How you doing today?
I am well. How are you?
I'm doing well, and once again co-host Jay Black. How you doing, bro?
What's going on, bro?
I really wanted to talk to you because first off, you're just an interesting person to follow on Instagram. We go back to high school, all three of us, and just crazy how just Instagram and social media can bring people just to follow each other, whatever. And I was able to see you get into entrepreneurship with your waist beads, and just also the healthy lifestyle you started to promote as of at least last maybe year or so, to my knowledge. So I want to get to know you more so into that realm, and also what's crazy is our first guest last week we interviewed just because once again a dope person I see on Instagram, and I'm not even sure I began following Jordan, but to find out y'all are sisters is like how crazy is
Crazy. That's
that?
my baby sister. Yeah.
That's crazy. I had no idea. It was like that's just a dope
Yeah.
coincidence.
Healthy family.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's
you
a beautiful human being.
and you both like in all you guys' friend group, I guess, seem to share every day your workouts. So talk about
Yeah.
that and how important that is for you.
It's an accountability tactic for all of us uh, to stay on each other butt about doing what we said we gonna do when we say we gonna do it. We kind of do that with everything, but the fitness. Actually, Jordan started it where she was like, no, basically, I'm gonna need accountability. I mean, to get up. So, and then she was like, and then she started tagging us, and then she started tagging her friends. Just became a thing. And you know, after a while, when you're the only one who don't check in, you kind of feel a little bad. You're like,
For sure, for sure.
oh,
And
you
that's
know,
like that's motivational, inspirational in so many ways because like I told we talked about last week with Jordan, John been training me. Jay been training me. We get up 6 days a week. We're walking, we're doing calisthenics and that kind of stuff. He's like helping me out with that. So like that stuff is super crucial. If you have a friend group or a family like that, that is super important and just a blessing in general. If you could talk,
congratulations.
thank you, thank you. If you could talk more about your healthy living and like what got you into like focusing more on it.
Um, well, I've always been an athlete. I've always
Okay.
always been into sports. Always, I've always been an athlete. The yoga came in me. I want to say about 8 months ago. Honestly, it hasn't been that long. 8 months ago, I I was just going through some mental stuff, and I've always been into cardio, but I kind of needed to slow it down. Zone 5, like cardio, just like 7 days a week. I need it, but I needed to slow it down because mentally I wasn't grounded, you know. So like I started doing a lot of soul searching, and I found vinyasa. So that's the type of yoga I practice. It's called vinyasa. It's like a warrior type of yoga where it still keeps you toned, but it helps with slowing down, in mind and breathing. So yeah, for just on a mental thing is why I started yoga, and it just happened to give me a better body than I had at 25. So, you know.
And
One of the first people I had, I'm like one of them on again, off again kind of yoga people because it's like I haven't learned enough about it to really get into it. But I'm like, I see people doing it on videos, but I'm like, I don't know anybody for real who do it. And then
Right.
like one day on Instagram, I'm like, well, dang, there go one person I know who did it, and it happened to be you. And then like
Oh.
some months later, like more and more people, I'm like, maybe it's something back to it. So I've been trying to get back to it, but it's
Sometimes it's better than smoking. I won't say all the time, but
yeah, that's definitely
it's
necessity.
it's better than waking and baking. How about that? It's just, and it does real good with your body.
And what got you started? What got you on the search or quest for that? What did you find? Like what did you find your tools for meditation and yoga?
You know what? honestly, on a personal level, I suffer from a disorder called endometriosis. It's where you have chronic pain in your lower half. You just have chronic pain in your lower abdomen and your pelvis. And I was struggling. And I was talking to a woman who was in the doctor's office with me, and she asked me if I ever tried meditating. And from there on, I kind of like put my hand, dip my toe in all types of yoga, and then vinyasa is what I kind of stuck to. So.
Wow, that's a dope. That's a dope story. That's a dope way to come out of that for sure. And how was that? How's the pain going now with the yoga and the meditation?
Good.
Great.
Yeah,
Great.
got eat right, do your body right. I've been good. Yeah.
I served with a couple of people who actually suffered from endometriosis, and like, not to undersell it, but like the pain is so severe. Like one of my friends was like taken out of combat and had to go into the hospital. So like just for people out there to know, like the pain is extremely severe.
Oh yeah,
Like,
severe. I've had I say 5.5 surgeries because of it. Some organs got taken out.
Man.
It's life though. You just gotta
For sure.
keep it moving. Figure out a way.
That's an amazing mindset to have. And
Yeah.
like hearing you talking here, like you're of course you're a past athlete. You're promoting healthy living. You're promoting you're also promoting mental wellness. Also, is what I'm hearing from you speak. So like, how does that go into like motherhood? Like and you have kids. Like how does that go into teaching them and building them up to be like you?
Yeah. With the kids, my youngest, who's a boy, he loves the whole yoga bit. You tell him to do a pose, he'll do a pose real quick. Actually, it has helped him with, kids have little tantrums. I say, you need to breathe. And then he'd be like, so it's helped that. And then just my girls seeing me like have something that makes me happy and no one else can take that away from me has helped them do things in a way where, well, I want to do this, this, and this. Well, do it all then. Does all of that, does that, and that make you happy? All right, do it. So on that level, I feel like yoga has opened my mind to my girls and not just telling them, well, you need to do this. No, you tell me what you want to do, and so.
And go and kind of staying into that realm, I guess, like with COVID-19 and the crazy time we're in with the pandemic, how is it staying motivated, staying positive, and staying on track with all your life goals right now?
Look, COVID has been helping me because
Okay.
she's been making me go crazy. I can't, you gotta stay busy with COVID. You have to,
yes.
Especially with kids. Like it is kept us outside. We're in Georgia now, so we're at Stone Mountain a lot. We ride our bikes a lot. We're outside. My daughters has found their own talents or whatnot. Honestly, COVID sucked, but being in the house, it helped. It's helped us a lot.
You get closer to people, especially like the one thing that I like that you kind of say that I hear on a lot of videos is like the clarity in mind. And like, and like you say, sometimes, we wake up and we're like, oh, I got to go do this, and this, that. And it's like, just give it a second.
Right, because she ain't got nothing to do this time.
Right. Wake up. Why don't you enjoy these beautiful days that we were having out here? Like me, Juice and I, every day we be outside, we be like, man, I can't believe how nice it is outside. Outside has been beautiful though. Like, really, really take that in. That's dope.
Right. I agree. Yeah.
So how is it in Georgia? I mean, we're from Chicago. Like, you were up here with us for a while. Like, how much better is Georgia? Is it really that much better? I hear so many great things.
Georgia is, in my opinion, Georgia is very good for Black people. Not even on it's excellent business standpoint because, you know, they're very driven when it comes to helping, you know, my own. I want to help my own. You know, there are no secret, like, no, I ain't going to tell you that because you're going to no, let's do it together. That's the mentality out here. But on a community as a whole, they're dope out here. They're dope.
Y'all just ain't got no snow.
You said what?
Y'all don't have no snow.
That's a good thing. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's an amazing thing.
That's good.
In Texas, I was in the desert though, so I missed the snow. I got, you got trees and kind of.
Okay.
That's one thing. I could never miss the snow.
Mountain, right? I'm not mistaken, right?
Huh?
It's Stone Mountain. That's like an actual mountain, like mountain. Yeah. So yeah, y'all got all that going.
You know, but it's more of a like a park reserve.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever been on like Palos Heights?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so the park reserve there with the steps?
Yeah.
You know how like that's the attraction, but it's a whole bunch of stuff around it. So yeah, it's like that.
All right.
It's dope. If y'all ever come out here, go to it.
Like I'm sure with meditation and working out, you gotta have something on your playlist. Even when you're saying smoking a little bit, you gotta have something on your playlist. So what are you listening to these days? Like what's in your rotation right now?
Oh, that's so funny. I'm one extreme to the next. Let's see.
You know,
when it's cardio, it's mostly like I mess with Memphis. So we talking T Grizzly, Sada Baby, Cash Doll. Let's see, Young Dolph. Like that's on my, you know.
Some money bag yo in there. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see, when I'm on a meditation or I'm just trying to wind down, I've really been into Alina Perez. Yeah, she's
very
dope.
strong. She's very dope.
Yeah, I like the indie side of R&B. You know, like
I love that too. I love that too. Like the Kiana Ladies, all them Snow Allegra's.
Yeah. What would you have to say?
One more question too, for somebody starting out in yoga, whether it's me, because I know I think I want to start like you did and dip my toe into each one and see like where I really stick. But what do you recommend to somebody who's getting started or has zero knowledge? What do you recommend?
Research, and then just what you said. Try to know what you're doing. So go to each, because yoga is just the umbrella, and then there's so much under it.
Right,
so
it's disciplines in it.
Yeah. So and a lot of people don't understand that. They think just yoga is yoga, and it is what it is. When it isn't. So you just find your niche when it comes to that, and go slow. Go slow, because like me, I hurt myself thinking that I had it. I'm an athlete. No, it's different. You know, so I just go slow, but just do it and be persistent. That's it.
Absolutely.
Well, and also, like, I guess to close, let's talk about Waist Beads by Bula. Got to talk about that before we got out of here. What got you started?
Waist Beads to us?
Yeah,
okay.
First off, let's start that off right there.
So waist beads, they go around your waist. Obviously, they go on your higher waist. So what they do is they don't have any stretch to it. So it's your accountability partner, right? Mm-hmm. So you put it around you. You never take it off. When you overeat, they get tight. But as you lose, right? So when you overeat, they get tight. So mentally, you're like, all right, I'm uncomfortable. Let's not do that again. And over time, it's literally changing, training your mind to not eat so much, right? So when you start losing weight, they drop. That's an affirmation of, all right, I can keep going, because you doing all this working out, you get on that scale, and that scale still say the same thing as it did 7 days ago, right? No, especially, for women. No, like, it's discouraging.
Scales are not your friend in general.
It's not your friend.
Tell people that enough.
It's not your friend at all. So it's just your accountability partner, and it on a personal level, it keeps you grounded. Like, all right, I don't need the scale because that's discouraging. you know, and oops, I slipped off and I ate too much. Now these bees are tight. You know, you being in this quarantine, you gaining all this weight, don't even realize it until you go put on your club dress or your nice pair of Levi jeans, you know, ready to step out, and you can't fit nothing, you know. So the waist beads are your accountability partner.
And how'd you get involved? What made you decide to start making these and selling these?
Actually, I was in Hyde Park at a holistic store, and an older African woman, she came to me, and it was right after I had one of my surgeries, and she was like, "You're going through something. Let me adorn you with waist beads." She explained them. She explained to me what they were. I'm YOLO anyway. I let her do it, and when I tell you, when she put them on, the weight of them did something to my heart and my soul. Like, I just felt so light, you know.
Wow.
I felt light. I wasn't liking my body at all. It made me love the way that the skin that I was in, you know. And I stayed in touch with her. And after a while, I wanted women to get that fresh start that I got by just wearing beads. And that's how I got started. I talked to her and she explained things to me. Yeah. I literally just want women to be comfortable in their skin. That's it. I don't care what I look like. How do you feel you look like? Where are you in your life? You know, I just want women to feel good about themselves.
Has it been pretty self-marketable for you? Has it been much success so far?
Say that again.
Has there been much success so far with the waist beads?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Do you not see her story?
Yeah, I do. I
Every
want her to brag a little bit. You know, I want her to brag.
Look. I'm humble.
I got it. Her stories be booming. Every 5 minutes I refresh on IG, it's another person. I'm like, yo.
I'm just trying to stay in your face. I'm trying to stay in y'all face. You know, don't forget about me. I'm over here.
Mention that one more time, please. Shout it out, because if they let them hear from you.
Look, I'm busy from the moment I got up to I had to look over to see that she was on the camera. Like, and then when I get off of here, I'm gonna go right back to these orders.
Man,
I'm
awesome.
busy, and I'm blessed for it. There's no complaints over here.
That's awesome. And also, before we start recording, you gave us some backstory on the name of your brand. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Oh, okay.
Waist beads by Bula?
Yeah, so Bula. So it's actually Bula's shop. That's just the umbrella, and then I got a couple of businesses under it.
Talk your shit.
But Bula is a nickname that my uncle gave me when I was younger. Him and his wife took care of me when my mama had to work. She was a single mother, and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to call my business. I knew I wanted to start it. I started it 2 years ago. I knew that I wanted to start it, but I didn't know what I wanted to call it. And then I was talking to him because, like, he's basically my transplant father. And he's like, all right, Bula, I'll talk to you later. And I was literally working, and I said, God dang it, that is
He's right there.
That's it.
He's right there the whole time.
There you go.
That's dope.
That's awesome. And also, before we go, I guess with the Bula brand and your yoga, do you ever plan on like training yoga or teaching yoga or advertising your yoga some way marketably in the future?
I get this question a lot.
I mean, you be killing it, man. Like, you be killing it.
Like you make it look super easy. I'm like, yo, like she's getting ripped off of yoga because I'm like in the gym
the
trying to lift
moves that
Right,
Kelly
lifting weights.
man, the moves you be hitting.
Right.
Like, what? Oh my God, that's crazy.
Um, to be continued. I have no idea. It's intimidating. Have you ever heard a yoga teacher talk? It's intimidating. Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Like maybe
Like,
one of those IG live classes they be doing now. You can do that.
You know, I thought about that. I thought about putting like a couple of my sessions on IG, but I'm just like, who gonna want to see that? Nobody want to see that.
Hey, never doubt yourself.
Like, when I'm researching, for me up here, like I just go on Google to try to like look people up or YouTube, and it's like I still see so few Black people doing it. And it's like the few who do it, they promote it. They're trying to get more Black people into it, especially to the point where I want to get myself more into it, but it's still so few people who teach it or to kind of learn from, you know, and a lot of us like to learn from our own, so.
True. Okay, a little food for thought, okay.
Just throwing that out there.
I feel that.
So in close, let's promote yourself. Where can they find you? How can they support you?
I'm on IG. It's Waist Bees by Bula. That's Waist Bees by BULA. That's where you can find me. I'm always active on it. You got any questions? Let me know. There's no such thing as the wrong question, you know. And I'll always be there for them.
Awesome. And thank you very much for joining us. It's dope talking to you after years of disconnection like this. But once again, we support you fully. We hope to see your brand continue to grow.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, and Kelly Love _yoga for all my fitness people.
The yoga brand is already ready for you.
It's ready
right there. Kelly Love, come on, it's right there. It's right there for you. Till next time. Thank you, Kelly.
All right.
Thanks.